Yes, there's a thumbs up for that from a couple of people. Right, well, it's gone 2 o'clock, so it's time to play some music, I think. So John sent out the agenda. We've got the same warm-up thing, the pub medley one that we've done a few times now. It's probably time to move on to something else next time. In fact, there's things that we've done several times and we might want to change. But anyway, so the sequence as on the list is pub medley, number 1, Shingley Beach. Somebody needs to do Around the Room, because apart from the else, I've had a flare up of arthritis and my joints are hurting, so I don't want to be playing all the time. Then Summer Waltz, which we've got versions to play against, Smile, another Round the Room, and then The Entertainer, which in particular I'd like somebody else to lead. And then Josephine's Waltz, which is interesting because Norwich has been doing that, and I think from that we've discovered that it's actually spelt wrong, and there's a multi-part version and things we could go on to. Right, so anyway, let's warm up. So if I go to the usual thing here, so if I go into view read mode, can we make it any bigger than that? Yes, we can. So hopefully there you can see on the screen the whole of the tunes. The only difference from last time is at the start of Landlord Fill the Flowing Bowl, I put an A note in the very first anacrusis partial bar to join the things together rather than the rest that was there before. So it's still the case you have to watch that the whatever it was, there was something where it's the little, I didn't change the thing in Little Brown Jug where the last but one bar of the 2 lines are very similar but subtly different. So you just have to watch that to catch you out. The first line of Little Brown Jug, it goes. Sorry, I'm in sharps. Let's just do that again. Do that again. No, I'm being silly, aren't I? That's better. But then the penultimate bar of the next line goes. So they're just sufficiently subtly different that it will throw your fingers. But anyway, you just have to either learn it or read the music. So, so I think we're just doing it exactly as written. So There is a Tavern in the Town is only played once. Little Brown Jug is played twice, and Landlord Fill the Flowing Bowl is the first half's played once and the second half twice. And if I at the end yell again, then we go back to the beginning and start again. Right, so here is a last 4 bars of There is a Tavern in the Town, and then in from the beginning. I didn't mute everybody, did I? Right, hold on a minute. Right, let's do that again. Participants, mute all. You can unmute yourselves, of course, if I do something daft like not muting everybody. Right, we'll do that again then. Moving on. Rubbish. Last two bars. Again. All right. Last two bars of Little Brown Jug. before we try and do that any faster, and it doesn't want to go a lot faster anyway, I think we could have another couple of runs through Little Brown Jug, which is certainly the problem for me. Do call in if you think I'm going over the top on this, but anyway. So this is Little Brown Jug, a similar speed, just play it through a few times to try and get the timings right. Again. Well, I think I played it right the last two times. I messed it up in various ways before, repeating bits that shouldn't be repeated and all sorts of things. So let's just go through the whole thing again. So how fast can we do it sensibly? Little Brown Jug's probably the hardest one. No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, really, isn't it? Let's just count it in like that then. From the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Well, right, let me unmute everybody. Stop sharing.
I know what was difficult about that.
So that again was a
Quite
nice
simply, we used to play those three tunes for Olsen Morris, but they're all done in G.
There's a
Now
mighty
we do
echo
them
we've
all
got.
in G.
Right, it's Debbie who's echoing. Right, I've muted her for the moment. Say that again, Steve.
I said we used to play those three with Elston Morris, part of a dance, but they're all done in G. So now when I play these, I keep having to break an old habit.
Yes.
Playing on the other side of the
Instrument. Yeah. Yes, it's hard, isn't it, when you know it's doing in one
Oh,
key and you come across it. I mean, at least on the English, going G to D, you're basically just shifting down a row and perhaps putting
no,
in
you're
one more
not. You're
sharp.
going from side to side. You're going, if you go from G to C, you're shifting down a row. If
Yeah.
you go from G to D, you're going from one side to the other.
Yeah. Yeah. Very different. Yes. Yeah. So, Debbie, when I muted you there because we seem to have a bad echo and your screen was lighting up. I don't know whether your microphone's a bit sensitive or your volume's high. I'm just going to unmute you to see if we still get it. So, do we get an echo? Yeah, we do get an echo from you. So I don't know whether you can go into audio settings and turn down your microphone bit a bit. Do you know how to do that?
Somebody might need to tell me how to do that.
Right, okay. The microphone symbol in the bottom left-hand corner that says mute. Next to it is an up arrow. Yes. If you click on that up arrow, then the first thing at the bottom says audio settings. Yes. And if you're in audio settings, then well, you're still muted. Let me unmute you for a minute so I can hear what you say. Right. So, you're not echoing now. Have you just adjusted something?
So
You've turned it down a bit.
I have turned it down, so hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cured it.
That's sufficient. Yeah. Yeah, I find occasionally Zoom spontaneously turns my microphone volume up to maximum for no apparent reason, and I have to put it back down to about 2/3. But I think that's cured it. We're not
just been imposing an update on everyone as well, so all sorts of things can happen.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, the Zoom's done. It's reversed the meaning of this thing in the top left-hand corner about original sound. That now it tells you the state of it. It used to tell you what happened if you were to press it.
To be fair, it's probably based on.
Different. That was Tim echoing, I think. Then was it? Were you doing something strange, Tim? Oh, it's gone away anyway. Right.
As I say, my settings was probably high because I try and communicate with my dad, who's incredibly deaf.
Ah, right. Yeah, no, it's fine now. I mean, Zoom's quite good because it puts a solid yellow square around the person who it thinks is the primary speaker, and then it puts little yellow bars on people who it thinks are intervening in the conversation. So I can actually see in general where the echo is coming from. Right.
Paul, before we move on, if we're going to drop that one, should I put the list of alternatives for next time up on the screen?
Yeah, feel free.
So let me see if I can do this in the right order. Share screen. Oh, Chiltinas warm-up. Is that being shared now?
Something's appearing, yeah.
There are plenty of choice. First one to suggest something is likely to get accepted. So has anybody got any? So a lot to read through, I will admit.
The Morris medley.
The Morris medley. There's a Morris miscellany.
Morris on Country Gardens, This Old Man, Old Molly, Oxford. Yeah, that's good.
It's got a lot of tunes in it.
We'll go for that one.
Yeah.
Sharing.
Might be fun trying to fit it on one screen.
I'm sure you'll rise to the challenge, Paul.
Right, okay, a Morris miscellany next time then for that one. Right, so I mean, given my problems, I do recommend at this point you flex your wrists and things, because I think one of my troubles was that I did a long period of playing and didn't really get warmed up before it, and it's the tendons back there are complaining. Right, so oh, we've got an echo back.
Still got a bit of an echo.
Echo. Oh, it's gone away. It's gone away. Shingley Beach.
Echo.
Let me find the right thing here. Right, so we want Shingley Beach 2. Do you mean that one or that one? Oh, it's meant 21st of June. I'm just looking to make sure I've got the right one here. Yeah, 21st of June. Right. So I need to share screen. Do that. We'll put that one over there. We need to go mode and shrink down a bit. Oops, too much. We've done this a few times now, so I'll do the same as I did last time, which is I'll play once through the black notes with the repeats, and then without stopping play through the red notes with repeats, so you hear the two different parts, and you can either play along with me or play against me, and then we'll have another go with one of the recordings that has both parts and possibly the chords as well, but we'll see. So let me mute everybody. So we've lost a sharp, we're in G. So this is waves crashing on a beach in the Shetlands. So here's the last 3 bars, say, as intro. Right. I'll unmute everybody a minute. Oh yeah, I'll just come back out from it. So would you like me to do exactly the same thing again, or do you want to play against the pre-recorded two-part version? Or not at all?
You could play against the two-part recorded version.
Right, the two-part recorded version is coming up
Especially if
momentarily.
you're having trouble with your wrist.
Yeah, I mean, it's in 40 years, I've never really had problems with who's that? Quiet.
Sorry.
You've been unmuted.
I thought back there.
Yeah, I mean, I was diagnosed age 35 with early degenerative osteoarthritis, and I've had various problems with elbows and neck and joints. But on the whole, it hasn't affected my concertina playing. But just recently, it started. My left wrist started playing up. So anyway.
I'd say it was the damp weather.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can I say, when I first started playing, I got what was effectively carpenter's tunnel,
Yeah.
and the back of my hand and all my arms swelled up. And I went to the hospital, and they gave me pianists stretches and exercises. So you might always see me do them before I start playing.
Yeah.
And if I do that, they don't swell up at all, and they've been absolutely fine. And Cohen also does the same thing and wears compression gloves if you're playing for a long period of time. That will stop it. So yeah, it's definitely an idea to do it. And Sandra Kerr also playing.
Yeah, Sandra Kerr is very definite that you need to do your exercises before starting to play. But I do think there's just been a general flare up of inflammation. Various bits of me are hurting this week. We're all at the same time, so maybe it's something a bit more general.
If anybody has problems with the tendons in their hand, then I'd recommend one of these straps, which sort of braces it and keeps it firm. But I don't think that would help with the arthritis, because that's actually in the joint. Well, you've got one.
Yes, I've got one like that. That's an elbow strap actually. This one, but I've got the wrist strap equivalent of it as well. So. I mean, in general, they're working all right. It's just, but it's the tendons in the back of that hand. So as Tracy says, it's carpal tunnel really. It's the stress is where the tendons run through the wrist at this point. If there's any sort of swelling there, they just stick occasionally, and that's
it's basically a repetitive strain I can't even say that word. Injury. Yeah, and basically that's why a lot of pianists and people like that play classical music and orchestras, they have their set stretches, for the same reason.
Yeah. Anyway, hopefully it will settle down again. I've just put some Voltarol on it, anti-inflammatory, to sort of try and prevent it flaring up at the moment, and we'll see what happens. Right, so I was in the process. Wait a minute, there's two things in chat. Oh, that was just a restart the recording. Right, so I want to share. Wait a minute, let me find I need to find the music. So we want a Shingly Beach 3-part intro louder. I'm just seeing whether this is the right thing. I think it is.
What does the ACCT stand for?
What does what?
Martin says Martin's ACCT.
Account, probably. Usually. Right. So I've got that. Go away. Right. That's that. Shingley Beach, John Mackenzie, it says. Right. So now I need to share screen. I need to share that and that, and share sound. Oh, do you want the there's a third part, isn't there? But it's fundamentally the notes that are written over the top, the chord notes. It's the root, the third part, I think, is the root of the chords. So if we can work with this for the moment, we'll just stick with this because it fits on the screen. Right, I need to mute everybody. I need to find the this thing. Let's get that shrunk a bit. That can go over there. Right, so you've got a 4-bar intro and then you're in. No, not like that, you're not. Again.
Muted, Paul.
Right, yes, right, okay. I'm now unmuted, yes. If I unmute everybody, it doesn't unmute myself. So did that work?
Yes, yeah, that was fine.
I don't think we've got anything else particularly, you know, we haven't got any very different things to play along with that one. We could have done one with the chords added in a bit faster, but I don't think it wants to be any faster than that anyway. So would you like, let's just do that once more to give it farewell, and then we'll put it to one side and come back to something else next time, perhaps. Yeah. So same thing again. When I found my share button again. Right, so I'm going to press the button and see what happens. Right, so I think we'll say farewell to Shingley Beach.
Should we line up a substitute while we're at it?
Yeah, go on, you have control.
I'll do the screen sharing again. So these are ones we've tried in the past, and the alternative is the clapping dance that I played last week, which is now just about fit for playing. So if anybody wants to nominate something.
That sounds good, John. Yeah, the one you played last week.
Okay, that's easy. Then it's called Batida de Palmas, which is bad Spanish for clap your hands, I think. Right. So I can stop sharing. We'll do that. Good. We're getting organised early this week.
No, it's nothing to do with that. Sorry, I've just got a minor digital problem here. BT Internet's playing up for sending email. Right. So that's that. So the next thing is around the room. So who's going to volunteer to be around the room? Somebody is.
Yeah, I'll do something. I fancied orange and blue.
Orange in bloom.
Blue, yeah.
Was that not orange and blue?
No.
Sherborne.
So Sherborne Wars.
Yes,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we go, do you want me to put up the music?
Yeah.
Would that be a good thing to do? Right, so there's a session tune book. Right, so if I share screen and put that one there, and then look down under O, orange in bloom as opposed to orange and blue. So can people see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In which case I'm going to I'll mute everybody. Everybody is now muted. Martin, I'll unmute Martin. Right, you're okay, Martin. You're unmuted.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, you have control, and I'm just disappearing for a minute to sort something out.
Yeah. Okay. It's a fairly slow sort of waltz, so we'll just take it steady. Oops.
Martin,
Yeah.
the sound is breaking up. You have got the whatever it is, original sound on, have you?
Right. The last time I did a Zoom session, I didn't have the original sound option to either switch on or switch off. But I've noticed now that it's there. There are one or two funny things happening with my new computer that I've got to get used to. Some strange things have happened. Right, I'll start again. See if there's any better. Another tune that I got in mind was Nancy Clough, but I'm not sure whether I've whether it's a good idea. It's quite a tricky little tune. If there's nothing else on for the second session, then we might have a go at that.
Okay. In Paul's absence, is there anybody else who'd like a go at something in?
I'll have a
couple of minutes before. So, Liz, you were saying?
I'll have a go at down by the Sally Gardens if no one else wants to do anything.
Right.
Now, yeah, we're not going to be able to get it up on screen easily, I don't think.
Is that the jig or the song?
It's obviously in Paul's book.
Or the reel or the song?
For those who've got it. Now, is it? It's probably under Sally Gardens rather than down by thee. Paul would know.
Yes, it is under. It's on page 100,
Under S, isn't it? Yeah.
149 of the new book.
Yeah, it's page 150 in my ancient 2017 version, so it'll be sort of plus or minus 1 or 2 pages from there.
Can you still hear me? I'm getting an echo. I don't know if I'm too high.
You might be a bit too loud, Liz. It sounds like it's feeding back a little bit.
Right, do you think it's too high, the sound?
Yeah, your microphone.
Hang on. Oh yeah, it's up full, that's probably why.
Who shared Orange and Bloom? Was that Paul?
No, Martin did that.
So you can take that off the screen, Martin.
No, I didn't put it up there. Paul put it up there.
Okay.
Right, can you hear me any better now?
You might be a little bit too quiet.
Bit quiet.
Right, that's halfway between. Is that better?
That's better. So what was the name of the tune again? Sorry.
It's Down by the Sally Gardens.
Okay, thank you.
And it's under S.
Anybody who's not muted will have to mute themselves.
Did you say it's under S?
Yes, it's Sally Gardens, comma, down by the.
Oh, right, okay.
But I'm going to play
The Maid of
slowly.
Mornshaw, or the Maid of Mornshaw.
Yes, that's it. It says it's a reel.
Oh,
I don't know, but I'm not playing it as a reel
one.
at all. Okay.
There's 2 tunes by that name. There is the reel and there is the song, and they are entirely different.
Yes, yeah. And it says reel by both of them. But,
Right, I'm back eventually.
Oh, right.
So I missed all that. And Liz is going to be playing Down by the Sally Gardens, so if you can work your magic and get that up on screen, that'd be good.
Yeah, so under S for Sally.
Under S, yeah.
So this is Sally Gardens Down by the...
I think.
It's there somewhere. Sally Sloan, Sally in the Garden, that one.
Yes.
That one.
And I'm going to play it slowly, not as a reel. It says it's a reel.
Well, I also have Sally Gardens Reel, which is a somewhat different tune. But anyway, this is this is the slow one. That's the song, if that's what you mean.
Well, no, it says on it reel.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, but
Crotchet
this is the
equals
William Butler Yeats song.
So,
is this the one you mean to play, Liz?
Yes.
Yes, right, okay.
You play it how you want. It's your tune, isn't it?
It's your tune.
Yeah.
Yes, it probably should say air rather than reel.
Right, so if you're all going to join in, I'll play the last 4 bars then in a bit.
Hold on a minute. I need to mute everybody. Let me mute everybody, and then unmute Liz. Right? Yeah. So Liz, you have control.
Right. Okay. I'll play the last 2 bars.
Very nice. Nice. It's one that we need John to write a second part to it, I think, to that one.
I think it would be sacrilege.
Well, I don't know. Right. So should we consider that's done for round the room 1? There is a round the room 2 to go later, so start thinking, all you other people, what you're going to play for it. And we could wander on to Summer Waltz. If I was to find the right thing again. Yep, thank you. Summer Waltz. Summer Waltz. So let me come back to. I'm just going to stop sharing a moment and re-share so as to make sure it all works. So this is the one that somebody introduced. I now can't remember. Stella provided a harmony thing to it, which was, and this is in essence the harmony thing with 2 bars where I've put in a little bit more, a little bit of interest, perhaps, in just to give a bit of variety in the bottom line. So what suggestion here? So this is by Alim Möller, who's a Swedish folk person, and I have actually emailed him or his secretary to ask if I can have permission to put it in the tune book. But so shall I do? Shall I do what I did before? Play through the black notes and then try and play through the red notes and see what happens. And then we've got 2 different automated versions, one with chords and one without, to hear the 2 parts against one another. But anyway, so for the moment, let me mute everybody in case this thing's undone. So I'm just going to count 1, 2, 3 and come in, I think. 1, 2, 3. No, I'm not. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 1 and come in. Yes. And it's a straightforward waltz, I think. 1, 2, 3, 1. So it's remarkably hard to play an accompaniment without the thing that it's accompanying. Anyway, hopefully it gave you the idea of how the red notes are going there. So what I will do now, if I just stop sharing for a minute, and I share, I need to find the right piece of sound things. Some of else. Right, so this is John's rendering from the same ABC. John rendered it to sound and I rendered it to sound. We'll try them both one after the other just out of interest. So this one is this. Oops. This one has an intro and it doesn't use the chords. Right, so share screen, share the music and the notes. Get that out of the way. So this has an intro, so I'll just hit go, and I'm presuming it's last 4 bars intro. I'm not very sure. But anyway, here it goes. We'll do it again. Stop sharing a moment. What I'll do now is just for comparison. We have a oops, wrong one. No, not that either. We'll get there in a minute. Some results, PGH, MP3, right. Right, okay. Get rid of that. Share screen, share the music and results. Right, so this should be very similar, except that this time there's a virtual guitar player playing the chords in the background, and there's no intro other than the first two notes. So you just need to get ready. Here come the first two notes. Nope. Stop it. Unmute everybody. Stop sharing. So do you think the guitar chords help or hinder?
Don't really do either.
No, I don't.
I wouldn't say.
The melody line's beautiful though. It's lovely.
Yes, it is a nice melody, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. So there's no strong
anybody
feeling
is,
as to whether the chords get in the way or not.
Yeah. If anybody's trying to get into playing more than one note at a time, then I think Stella's arrangement is quite good. You know, maybe you can just play the initial sort of harmonies of the bar to start with.
Really?
And there's a tricky bit in the second part. I haven't mastered it.
Yeah, sadly she can't make it today. She's a bit gutted that she couldn't make it to hear that being played. So.
Oh.
Well, it's all being recorded, but so she can listen to the recording afterwards. But of course, she can't hear you all playing it, which is the
No.
Are we keeping that for another session?
Yeah. Yes.
I think that could have one more run, couldn't it? Really.
Yeah.
And see how many more people can play both halves at the same time.
In the B part because it's quite easier than the A part.
Yeah. So next time we want somebody to lead it who can play both parts at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, with any luck, Stella will be back.
When is the next one? Do we know?
A fortnight.
Can we the next one will be in 2 weeks' time, the 22nd.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
further dates are likely to change, so
Okay.
we can talk about that at the end.
Yeah, I think the 22nd's all right. So,
Okay.
we can do that. There's a WCCP one next week on the Sunday, so you can have your dose of playing there. Right, so onward and upward. So the next thing, I didn't get myself sorted out here before we started somehow. So the next thing is smile. Smile, 2 parts with harmony. Can I just see what to... Oh, that's that one. I've got excessive things here. Oh yes, that's that. Right. Smile, 2 parts. Oh, yes, I know what. Yeah, yes. There'll be a slight pause while I track down something else. Because I didn't do these as individual files for some reason. Right, smile with harmony, he says. Smile with harmony. Right, okay, so what have we got? I don't know whether you're seeing what's happening on my screen at the moment or not, really.
No.
Are you? Or
No.
no? No. All right. Okay. I'll need to reshare then. All right. So that's the music. We have also got smile. Yes. Okay. So I have got recordings for in a minute. Right. Okay. So let's put that out of the way for the moment. So. Etc. So I'll just play through the top line initially, and you can either play the simple black note top line, you can play the black and the green together as intended as a to be played on one concertina, or you can play the red notes against it. And if you're an octopus, you could play all 3 of them probably. Right, so mute everybody. Well, I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, and come in. We're in 1 flat, so find your B flat and your F natural, and we'll see how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. similar. So would somebody who manages to play more than one note at a time, John, like to play both the black and the green notes? You'll need to unmute yourself if so.
I'll have a go. I'm not entirely in practice. So a similar speed?
Yeah.
So again, same counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Very nicely done, yes.
I'm
Well
fairly
done, John.
wrong place, but
I'll unmute everybody and we can give you a round of applause for that.
John, that was good.
Hold on.
thank
you. Can I be brave and ask you to do it again?
Yeah, I'll bring in some new mistakes this time.
Yeah.
You did ask, so you do have the option of refusing, John.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, the other thing is that Tracy, I'm sure you can play this. Do you want to have a go?
I must admit, I've been quite terrible. I've been out on a friend's boat, so I haven't practiced. But I can give it a go. But I know the last 3 bars, as in the first time bar, the second time bar, I don't get all the extra notes there, but the rest of it I shouldn't be too bad on. So right. I don't mind. If you want to do it, John, I'm quite happy.
Let's fair shares for all. So Tracy, let me mute everybody.
So if I can check, because it now says disabled original sound, so I'm not sure which version of Zoom I've got. So if I just play a couple of notes, I'm not sure if it'll... Does that sound okay?
That sounds all right. So what does your thing say in the top left-hand corner?
It says disable original sound.
Oh, and what colour is it?
It's always white, no matter what I do.
Yeah, it's you're on a tablet or something, aren't you? Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's updated or whether it's still the same.
Well, anyway, that sounded all right. Anyway, right. Okay. I'm going to mute everybody. Right, I'll unmute Tracy. Oh, I've just unmuted Tracy. I think everybody else is muted. So Tracy, you have control.
Okay. Oh, sorry, let me get the right note to start with. not rushed.
You set off at a faster speed. I don't know whether you intended to, but you certainly did.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yes, nice. Thank you. Yes, it's good to hear English concertinas playing more than one note at a time.
I think it's a bit of it because I've not long had mine back finally, and obviously getting used to the different spaces. So
Right.
Sorry.
Okay, so what I'll do now, we'll try it against an automated version. So let me just mute Tracy again. Right, so everybody's muted except me at the moment. What have I got here? Sorry, whoops. Smile John Mackenzie, it says. Right, so I'm just going to try the sound just to see whether it's working. Were you hearing that full volume? You don't know, do you? Right, I'm going to stop sharing and reshare. That I'm not sure whether I had both of them on. Right. So I need to share that and have share sound, which I have. Right. Okay. So so I think there's a little intro to this. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and press the button. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll let that do it again.
Still muted again, Paul.
It's a very catchy tune. That I found myself 2 weeks ago. The next day I was
Coming
humming all day.
Oh, do people want to continue smiling for next time? Give it one more go, maybe.
What about, people
Yeah.
adding
Okay.
One more go.
I'll look at the last couple of bars and get it right next time.
We can all practice playing the black and the green notes together.
and mention the accidentals on an angler.
Indeed. Right. So we're at that stage on the programme where the next thing is another around the room 2. So who would like who's been playing something, practicing something in the last 2 weeks or month or things, and would like to enliven proceedings with it? Doesn't have to be perfect at all.
I'll do Tom Tolly's if nobody
You
else
made a
wants to.
noise.
That was Pete. That was Peter saying you would do Tom Tolly's, was it?
Share it, or it probably can.
Was that Peter who spoke?
Yeah, that was me.
Right. Okay. Other people can still think as to what they might want to do afterwards. Would you like me to put the music on the screen?
Yeah, if you like, or I can do it. If you...
Have you got it there to hand?
Got it there, yeah.
If you can share it, then do.
I thought I could anyway. Is that showing?
Yep, it is. Yep.
Very good. There it is then.
Oh, hang on, something's gone astray here. Somebody's shared little brown jug or something. Who did that?
You.
Oh, right, that's better. Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Right.
the mute thing seems to have disappeared off the bottom of my screen, so I hope you can hear me.
Right. Hold on 1 minute then. Let me mute everybody just in case we get some new people coming in, and then I'll unmute. Wait a minute. Unmute Peter Hill. Oh, asked to unmute. I can't. Peter, you'll have to unmute yourself. Have you got an unmute button? Yes, that's right. Okay. Right. You are live.
Can you hear that? Is that original sound right?
Yeah, I think it's a bit quiet, but it's audible.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I've got to move the speaker a bit closer if I'm playing myself. That might be better.
Very nice. Thank you. Yes. In the interest of, before you remove the music, in the interest of sort of constructive criticism, the bars that have two minims in it, like the second full one, the second full bar, you were cutting short the second minim. You're going 1, 2, 3. You've got to give full length to that second minim. You were rushing on to. You were doing 1, 2, 1. You're only giving the second one beat rather than two, and you did that systematically on both of those. On the first, that same bar on both those two lines. So it's just a thing to watch. Is just to count 1, 2, 1, 2, da 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 da.
Yeah.
There.
That piece is frequently played by Brian Tully, who was I think one of the founders of WCCP, and he plays it a lot at the Bath sessions.
Right.
And so I got it fixed into my mind from the way he plays it, rather than which is this is what happens. It's called the folk process, I think.
It is
like Chinese whispers. Tunes just vary.
Yeah, it is, but you do need to keep bars the same length. I mean, you can vary as to how many notes you put in a bar, but you've got to get
it. The trouble is there, if you use the music, you're frowned on quite a lot. They don't use music, so you have to play it.
Yeah. Anyway, just and the
other bit I found I was doing wrong was I think I got it right some of the times this time is in the bottom line. There's a quaver that I usually play as a crotchet.
Well, there's been the other way around. I think that the second full bar of the last line, so from the beginning of the last line, you've done that's a note and a half there you've got, and you are rushing that. You're playing that as perhaps as a note, as a crotchet, and it's a crotchet and a half there. So just watch the length of that dotted crotchet in the A minor bar there.
The trouble is when you're playing with other people in a session, you have to
Indeed. I mean, this is not. I say this is constructive criticism. It's all too easy to get things.
I was trying to play it from music, whereas normally I play that by ear anyway, or from memory, let's say.
Yeah.
Not by ear, from memory.
Mm-hmm.
The one you said you got right some of the time. You're aware of it.
Sorry, say that again.
The other problem I've got is counting up to 2. So I don't know whether I got the repeats right.
You did an A part 3 times once.
Yeah, I can never remember how many times I've done them. I find
the first 2 times through the whole tune, you were correct. 2 A's, 2 B's, 2 A's, 2 B's, and you then did 3 A's and 2 B's.
Yeah, that's very typical.
It just adds a little frisson of excitement into the session when you realise the leader's gone somewhere different.
It's a folk tune. They're allowed to vary. It's not a classical piece where everyone
Indeed,
play the notes exactly the same all the time, everywhere in the world.
It's like
that's the
bear
beauty
dance,
of folk music. You can bend the tune any way you like.
Yeah, I looked up bear dance that Kate's been doing lately because she does it different to anybody else, and I looked it up on the session, and there's 26 versions on the session. So when someone says in the session, "I'm going to do the bear dance" or something, I mean, you've just got to wait and see what happens because it's a horrible tune anyway. I wish people would never do it. It should be banned.
I must admit, I played Liberty Bell, and I played it with a couple of other groups, and then Claire Wren bought a version, and because I was so used to the particular one version that I liked, I couldn't sight read the music. I was playing the version I knew, and I was getting so frustrated because your fingers just automatically go there, don't they?
They do, yeah. I mean, bear dance is old, and it's had several hundred years to evolve as bear dance. Right, okay, could you stop sharing at that point?
Oh yeah, stop sharing.
Right. So I'm looking at things there. Anyone else feel after that they would like to contribute something to round the room?
I'd have a go at Nancy Clough.
Nancy Clough.
Yeah.
All right. Shall I
do it slowly?
Yeah.
The last line's a bit tricky, and the fingers slip off of the buttons sometimes.
It's a lovely tune.
It is,
I mean, it's the thing about Nancy. I'm just finding the tune, Nancy Dawson, Nancy Clough. Right, let me reshare this for a minute. Oh, what happened then? Oh yes, Nancy Clough. The thing is, you can always play the just keep playing the first two lines of this thing. You know, the last two lines are just decorated variants, really, of the first two. Right, let me mute everybody. There's a lot of dots here for people to join in, but anyway, this is around the room, so this is we're seeing how Martin plays it at this stage.
Were you saying C and D would fit over A and B?
I'm saying yes. I'm fairly sure they would. I mean, they're just the. I think they would.
Okay.
We'll have to try, won't we? They're. I mean, the chords are.
I'll go around a couple of times around the A and B, and then to finish, I'll try doing the C and D as well. See how we get on.
Okay. So hang on a minute. Well, let me mute everybody. Yeah. I've muted everybody. So Martin, can you unmute yourself? Or yeah. So Martin, you have control. Martin, can you stop for a minute? Stop for a minute, Martin. You're disappearing. Have you got original sound on?
We've got original sound on, yeah.
Yeah.
And the microphone, I think, is. Let me check. I think that's as far as it will go. No, not quite. Bring it up a bit more.
That's a lot. Yes. So
yeah.
Between.
Okay. We'll try again.
That's a lot louder.
Yeah. All right. Where is it? Got myself lost now. Get my lines mixed. I'll start from the beginning.
So, Martin, before you get carried away, does your thing really? What does it say for your original sound in your top left-hand corner?
Original sound on, and I got the latest version.
Yeah, all right, okay. No, I just feel that something's interfering with you. I don't know. But anyway, all right, try again.
Yeah. Mm. I've got myself lost in the music. Yeah, no, we give up on that, I think.
The second half. With me butting in there.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
That was a bit weird. It was like stereo because some other people weren't muted, but you were all in time, so it was fine.
Right.
Claire did a version of that in conjunction with someone else in parts as well.
All right.
If anybody's interested, I'll dig it out for them because it was really lovely. But when you play the first part, she dots it, so it's...
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, staccato dots rather than swung dots. Yes.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yes.
Yeah.
But it was very nice piece played in parts. So I'm sure I can dig it out if anybody's interested.
Yeah, that would be good. But Martin, if you just stay on the call at the end, I'd be interested to look at your settings for audio because something was eating some of your notes, and it wasn't just you playing.
I'm on my new computer, so things are a bit strange.
I'm just wondering whether you've got aggressive noise cancellation turned on or something. But anyway, we'll stay on at the end, and we'll just have a look.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Okay. So we've been around the room a couple of times. So the next thing is the entertainer. And we've also got well, there's only a quarter of an hour, isn't there? And Josephine's waltz.
It may be better just to do the waltz.
Yeah.
Because the entertainer isn't an easy one to get into quickly.
It isn't one easy to get into quickly. So let me just stop sharing a moment and bring up something.
Oh, Fiona.
So Joe, where's Josephine? Josephine's waltz. So this was right. For a start, let's put that up. So this was this one. Come on. So you can see that, can't you? Yes. Now, because I didn't, I ought to have got myself sorted out before I. Let me just find something else, and I'll be back with you in a moment. This was what did we call it? That one.
How's Phil doing? He hasn't been for a while, has he? Has anybody heard from him?
Josephine's right. There we go. Right. I don't know whether this is what's being shared or not. Nothing. Right. Let's reshare. So I can hopefully go between these. Come on, go away. Oh, thank you. Now on the on the original thing it said traditional Sweden. However, I think on investigation, it's actually written by Roger Tolroth, who's still alive and plays with a band beginning with V. And the other interesting thing is that it's rather being Josephine's, spelt Jospeh. It's a Johse Finns, and it's not just her waltz. It's her. It's a baptism waltz basically. It's a christening or baptism event waltz, and Josephine is now at university. So it was a little while ago it was written, and is playing music. So I think the versions here are really very similar. I think the notes are much the same. So this was the version from the Norwich session, and they gave you that as the plain tune, and then they also had a 3-part setting, which unfortunately goes on to 2 pages, which I haven't tried to do anything with, but might be worth for another week coming back to it, at least having the first 2 parts set as notes, and the last thing is really just chords that could be over the top.
Is that on the website, on the members section?
They emailed out the link to it,
Okay.
so it's there to download on. Yeah, it probably is just directly on their website.
Okay.
But certainly, if you're on the email list for the Norwich session, they emailed the list to the set list. So this is the set list for the 5th of August.
Okay.
Which had, interestingly, it has a summer waltz, but more than one of them. Summer waltzen, multiple summer waltzes by somebody totally different. So that's not the same tune as the summer waltz we did earlier. But there's other ones that we know. But so what I would suggest for the moment, that's nicely clear, isn't it? And I think it's sufficiently close to the other one. I don't know if we could stick to that, I suppose. We're in the same key, aren't we? Yes, we are. Well, we'll play from the original, shall we? And then we're all on the same hymn sheet, so to speak. And it's got the chords on it as well. So this. That's the tune. So I'm just count 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, and then I'll start playing. So let me mute everybody. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Yes, and that B part, there's several bars that are almost the same, and you wonder quite where you are in it. It's got a few more parts than you might expect. More
It's
bars.
quite a nice another one if you wanted to get into playing more than one note at a time. Just holding those root notes down until it changes is quite easy with that tune to do that.
Yes, indeed. Just holding a low. Yes. I could get into that if I tried. Right, so I'll do that again, a similar speed, and then we'll try it again a bit faster. Yes. So what speed do I want? So 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. I think it wants to go a bit faster for waltzing, doesn't it? So what speed can we do it at sensibly? Yeah, let's try that. Right. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. I'm just we've run out of time really. I was just wondering whether if I put this thing into part 2 2-page mode. Can I do that in this thing? Not obviously. Is it on? Must be a fit. I want. Oh, I might need a. No, I need to open it in some other implement. I think. Do I? Oh no, wait a minute. Well, I can do it here. Can I? Read mode, page display, 2-page view. Right. Right. Sort of. So just I'll play through once more from this one, and anybody who wants can try playing one of the other parts. That's fun, but Margaret will deal with that. Right. So just again, so this is me. I'll just play the top line again, and you can choose whatever else you want to play. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
There's someone unmuted.
There's somebody unmuted. Yeah. Okay. Let me remute. Right. I've remuted everybody. Right. Again. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. For some reason the B part is written out in full rather than repeating, possibly because the accompaniment is different, I assume.
Yeah, it's slightly different the second time round.
Yeah, whether it needs to be or not, I don't know. Anyway, I put that forward as a thing that we could put together a 2.5 line version out of those various things to have a go at another time. And we've run out of time.
Definitely interesting that with the extra bits.
Yeah. Right. So various people are disappearing. So I think we'll stop there. John, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, we sorted out the agenda for next time, but as I said right at the beginning, I think we're going to have to change some of our dates next month, September. So if I put up the existing dates, I thought I had them somewhere. This is probably it. Right, so if you can see those dates there. The next one is the 22nd, 2 weeks time. No problems with that. But I think the 5th September, WCCP, West Country people, have got a workshop, and on the 19th, they've said that's the only time they can arrange their Zoom session. So I'm suggesting we slip back a week in both cases, so it'll be Sunday the 12th and Sunday the 26th, and we then drop the 3rd of October one, as there'd only be a week interval. So if people can see any major problems with that, flag it up. Otherwise, I'll put round a general message and amend the websites and everything.
Can you just say those dates again, please, John? So
Okay.
Correct. The 5th to the 19th. Was that what you said?
The 5th and the 19th will be replaced by the 12th and the 26th. And then the one on the 3rd of October we would drop because I don't think people are keen to play 2 following weeks.
Mm-hmm. And that would
the
be
3rd of October is Quantock Lodge anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, we've forever got the problems that, particularly with the live events coming back now.
Yeah, I'm nominally tutoring or whatever at Quantock Lodge on the 3rd.
Okay, so it's advance notice of that. The other thing which I don't think we've discussed now is that Martin said we could go back to Malden Church Hall. So I think the best thing is for Martin, Paul and myself maybe to sort out amongst ourselves when we think we time it and what we do. But as Paul said, we would hope to be able to have some kind of Zoom link to the sessions in the church hall, and in any case we would only be going to the church hall monthly, so that holds out the possibility that for once a month we could have the church hall, and 2 weeks later we could have a Zoom only session.
But are you thinking about having the 17th of October on Zoom and then meeting after that? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm that's just as far as I could be bothered to type it up on the website.
We're still doing a Zoom on the 17th.
Sorry? Well,
we're still doing Zoom on the 17th.
I think you can pretty much assume things will happen on the revised dates up to the 17th of October. Okay. But it's probable that one of those will actually, at least, will be a session that's actually in Malden.
Yeah.
But rather, as we're running over time, I'm suggesting that Martin, Paul, and myself swap emails with suggestions for when we go back and how to handle it. And at the stage we've done that, I'll obviously put out something to confirm. Or maybe we can discuss it next time. Maybe the best idea would be that Paul, Martin and I come up with something for discussion at the next Zoom meeting. Mm-hmm. But clearly it involves a lot of people who don't come to the Zoom meetings. Mm-hmm. Some of our old regulars who would have an interest in returning to Malden, so we need to sound them out as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'll stop showing the wrong dates.